Hey guys. So as I as I said in intro, it's gonna be about the first topic, definitely the egg tart as I have showed. So let's just right into it, and it's the North America uh egg tart basically. Actually just Canada, sorry. There's no US. I never had any US never had a custard in the US and anyway. So I'm from China. And as you can see, I like the Portuguese actors in the Chinese KFCs. They're actually like Macau style Portuguese actors. So only sold in certain countries, including China. So I enjoy it a lot. And actually, you know what? I decided to try out in Canada. So I tried in Montreal because they said that Montreal do have some very genuine restaurants, European style. So I guess maybe Portuguese styles. When I go to Montreal, yeah, there are a lot of Portuguese actors. But then you see for the KFC actors, which I basically love the most, is it is Macau style. It is also blended with the Chinese egg tart or the Hong Kong egg tart, or to say uh, more precisely. And in Montreal, they only have Portuguese egg tarts. So the KFCs in US and Canada don't have the Macau type. And in Montreal, Portuguese egg tart just simply too sweet. All right, it's just for Macau style, for Chinese style, ye they would put more on they would focus more on the taste of the eggs. Of course, they've all got the milk, the inner fillings. They all got the milk, but then the Chinese version tastes focus more on the eggs. But that also depends. But generally speaking, I think that's the idea. And in Montreal, I only have Portuguese actors, and then although as Portuguese actors as themselves, they are definitely great. It's just that certainly not what I expected. But as Portuguese actors, they're definitely good. I mean, so there's one like little actor, Portuguese actor plays, I think in right here. Right in this area, like sorry, the email. So it was like I think so. If you know the if you know one of the steak restaurants of a very famous one, just right beside it, a very small store selling it, and also across Canada, a lot of Portuguese like chicken barbecue restaurant. I don't remember what that is. I think it's Peri Peri or Nando, anything like that. They have Portuguese actors too, but they have really lame Portuguese actor. I guess they just put it there because they're Portuguese restaurants, so I guess they have to offer it, right? Because I guess a lot of people would ask, and they would thought, hey, if a lot of people ask, we'll try Portuguese restaurants, so I guess we should put actors in it. But then they make terrible Portuguese actors. Well, if you wanna if you just wanna find the best Portuguese actor, never definitely don't go the peri peri chicken Portuguese place restaurants. And for Montreal, I guess that's only the kind you can find, and no Hong Kong actors whatsoever. And in I think in Canada, pretty much the only place, pretty much the only places that they can easily find a Hong Kong actors would be Toronto and Vancouver. There's a lot of Chinese there. And Montreal, yeah, you probably can get maybe one or two, but I just didn't find anything. I think I should have found like one or two, but just unfortunately I didn't find it. And in Calgary and Calgary too. There's some Chinese there. And in Halifax, although small cities as you think, bunch of Chinese, but surprisingly there is one uh making very good Chinese version Egg-Tarts in Halifax, but just only one store. And yes, as usual, they serve it as in the dim sum hour. So as you know, they only serve in the noons, in the middays. It's right along this street, and it's called Chinese restaurant. Yeah, that's the yeah, Chinatown restaurant. That's the one. Yeah, don't get it wrong. I know most of the Chinatowns today they are quite crappy. But then this Chinatown restaurant is pretty nice. So let me show you this. There's actually I when I went to Halifax I because I couldn't find any of that, so that I went there several times just for the dim sum hours. And let's see a couple of pictures. Let's see, yeah, okay. They probably don't have the actors. Oh, dim sum, yeah, that's right. Okay. Um, okay, yeah. See, you don't have it. As you know, it's not a big community of people who love like the actor genre. So this is the only place in Halifax that have okay, sorry, my mistake. There's actually another bakery shop here, very far away from the center, right? Somewhere around here. They do have Chinese style actors, and I don't remember how they taste like. I think it should be okay. Otherwise, I would remember it. If it's terrible, I would remember it. Yeah, I think it's just okay. Okay. Toronto, we'll be talking about it later. Vancouver, Vancouver has the most one of the best Chinese restaurants. So they definitely have Hong Kong style Chinese actors. Almost every Cantonese restaurant serve this in the dim sum hours. Um, but of course, only half of them have maybe I can say have done a good job on the hectares. But the other half of them, they're just selling it as they sell. They're just selling the hectares, and they're not they don't care about making good ones. So like so yeah, let's get into the Hong Kong style actors. Okay. And then we'll get to the Macau Portuguese actors. And then of course there's a peri peri chicken in Vancouver too, and they have Portuguese actor. I'm sorry. Yes, they do have Portuguese actor, and it sucks too. So don't do it. Okay. So for Hong Kong style actors, like you may or may not know that the best Cantonese restaurant, everybody agree in Vancouver, every Chinese, Hong Kongese, Cantonese agree Vancouver, best Cantonese place here in seafood restaurants. And there are two of them, and I think most people would say that this one in Richmond is a little bit like, of course, it should be almost exactly the same, right? There's one in downtown also. It should be exactly the same, but this one's slightly better. Okay, so yeah, and they sell the dim sum and everything, and the avatars. Uh, look, this place is super hard to book, and unfortunately, so to be honest, I'm really embarrassed to say that I have never tasted their avatars because the dim sum hours are so difficult to book. So I only tried the late night dish, the dinners. So awesome. great. Uh, no, no further comments. Just one of the best, and everybody knows they're one of the best, right? And yes, and this is right at the center of the Richmond Shopping Center, CF or CD. Don't remember what it's say. And Kendall Bakery, yeah, also the recognized the best Chinese bakery around Richmond area, and they also have Hong Kong style actors. Uh, so from now, I'm just gonna short version the Egg-Tart to ET. Okay, so Egg-Tart to ET, right? So you're gonna be like, so don't think about the ET, the ones that you think about, right? Think about the Egg-Tart ET. Okay, so the ETs, they have best ETs, right? So I guess that you wouldn't be confused, right? Okay, so Candle Bakery, they also have Hong Kong ETs, and yes, there's also good too. Uh, but just like not what I quite expected, or not the kind I like, because I like the one with more egg taste, with more eggs uh flavor in it, right? Um, so then about almost at the same time, I found out that is at St. German's Bakery, although the score is the review is not high. The rating is not high. Also, there are a couple Saint Germany bakery in Vancouver too, and I found out that their Chinese actors, I mean ETs, okay, ETs, Hong Kong Chinese ETs, they have they are less sweetening, like not too sweet. But there's some ET makers here. They are they're blending. They're trying to make they're trying to make ETs like sweeter, because the all the food in the U.S. Canada tend to be sweeter. So but here in Saint Germain is not so sweet, and but it's just the right amount, and not so sweet, and with some egg flavor actually. That was after I have tried across Vancouver, and I think like yeah, and so that's why I tried across Vancouver, and I just realized, oh wow, actually this one they are the only ones who put more focus on the eggs, right? So I just don't, but because Saint Germain, they are not a very dedicated Chinese bakery. But yeah, and that's the thing. So definitely would recommend you to try it out here. And as usual, going early. Anything go any after than 5 or 7, you get nothing, or you get very cold leftovers. Right. So okay. About other Cantonese restaurant in Richmond, they don't they have like each ETs in each Cantonese restaurant has as their own special kind of ETs. They differs a lot, because if you think about it, the ETs is ET is a pretty ET is not a complex cake or bakery to make. The restaurants is still differ. I guess it's a good thing that they won't have their own style, and you will do like some of them. And I just think they are mostly not much to uh, not much surprising, not very surprising or exciting. But then they have different kinds. But some of them, like I said, half of them are not good anyway. So this is about Richmond Cantonese restaurants, and, and let's go to okay. So Burnaby, they have a Cantonese restaurant. But, yeah, pretty much the same. And if you go to Kering, some of them similar to Kering actually. So I was surprised. Oh, and there's a Michelin. I think the Michelin. I mean Michelin gourmet dim sum restaurant here called some kind of the blue dim sum or blue bird little bird dim sum somewhere around here this area. So this is the mouse. This is where I put the mouse. This is the Michelin dim sum area, and I think they have actors. I've never gone there. I've never gone there. But I think I guess they should have their very special style. Like, otherwise, they wouldn't be on the list, of the Michelin, right? Not one star, not the stars restaurants. Okay, right. Okay. Then next we're gonna go to Macau Portuguese Egg-Tarts here in Vancouver. And I have to say they are quite different from the Chinese from the Macau ETs in China, KFCs, because they are basically just making the original Portuguese ETs. And maybe they don't even know what's the difference between their Macau style Portuguese ETs and the usual Portuguese ETs. They taste the same, just the sweet, and that's it. Just the usual caramel and with usual crispy crust. Yeah, and that's it. Um, usual just so it may be just my memory or like something, but I still think that the KFC's ETs in China uh have may have their own different recipe. I did remember that it tastes unique among all the others that ones. So guess if you have time, sorry, if you have opportunities, you try maybe in China, Hong Kong. I know they have it, and I think a couple of Asian countries and Japan, South Korea. I don't think so. That's it. Yeah, right. And this is it's a little bit review page somebody made about Portuguese tarts. And also, have you seen this kind of Chinese tarts? I mean, this is scary. This is eerie. This Why do people make tarts this way? You know what makes you think of that, right? One thing is a kind of sea fish, kind of seafood, and the other one, I kind of more like I don't want to say it here, and it's more disgusting. The one, and this one just I don't think nobody should even nobody I can probably have a taste of it, but I just don't like it. But at least on first sight, I just don't very much into the shape, the appearance. You don't make Chinese actors this way. So so as I said, I never been to this cake shop. I said they have Portuguese actors, good ones. I never been to this one either. I guess they just the normal Portuguese actors like the Montreal ones, like anywhere else you taste it, yeah. Uh, yeah, and yeah, I've been to this one, and this one is the what I call like the Portuguese restaurant, and they do have actors, but it's like they don't want you. It's like they're putting it out from fridge after they have make it 3 days. Okay, this is basically probably leftover ETs. in this restaurant. Terrible. Or they just think that as long as a Portuguese restaurant, the people go to the restaurant, the people are going to stupid enough to believe that Portuguese restaurant tastes like what they have offered. Definitely not. Okay. So, and here he said, the commenter said so author said, for my money, these guys are making the most authentic Portuguese tart in town, and this is a joke. Okay. Nando's, same ones. Okay. Actually. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm totally apologizing to this guy. I meant for the Nando's Egg-Tarts. After Nando ETs. This is the Portuguese chicken restaurant that also offer ETs, and the terrible ones like I just talked about. Really sorry. Not that one. Not us. Yes, great. I have been there before. Yeah, but their crust, as you can see in the photo, are slightly different. Uh, yeah, but the fillings are still great. Okay, so yeah. A TNT supermarket, yeah. So you might think that okay, for TNT for supermarket actors, bakeries, they get mediocre, right? Most of the time. Yes, that's right, of course. But for TNT super restaurant, they have done a good. They haven't done a bad job in making either Hong Kong ETs or Portuguese ETs, and they even have their own like super crispy crust uh Portuguese ETs and like extra layers crust and it's also great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just and yeah, they have lots of them, like like they are supermarkets, so they get a lot of them and it is I think it is very tasty. Yeah. Yeah, just try. Um First Avenue Bakery. Not sure I've gone there before. St. German's, like I said. And let's see what he said or he or she said about it. Okay. Okay, the clear winners were the uni markets and TNTs. I was TNTs, yes, maybe I would agree with that. The best quality, surely surely great quality, of course. And Nata is the most authentic, right? I think I've been to Natas before, but I was like, maybe. But that crust is totally they have totally different kind of crust. I'm not sure. Is this what the original? Is this what the authentic Portuguese tart crust like? Or are all the people are making the wrong version and only the Portuguese people making the right version? Like so I'm not sure about that. But never been to Portugal. So if anybody from Portuguese. Uh, they anybody from Portuguese, please let me know if the Portuguese ETs you taste outside of your hometown uh, is has similar crust or is completely different thing from the local Portuguese ETs. So if possible, I'll be very thankful because then I don't know the Portuguese guys. Oh, I probably met a Portuguese one. Yeah, one guy like years before. At that time, I wasn't trying out this stuff, so I didn't get out how to think. So yeah, I'll be grateful to know if what authentic looks like because you know you wouldn't want you not possible to know on the internet. I think. Or maybe I mean just mm. So yeah, well, this is all about the places I've been going to in Canada. Um, so Vancouver, Toronto. Toronto, they have a couple ones. I think we are they going about do something else. So time is a little bit up now. So maybe come about Toronto some other time. Um, yeah, hopefully, if you like, and by the way, if you know, and by the way, do you know that like math is a magical thing that Egg-Tarts they if they want to be if the crust have to be crispy, they might have they might have really many layers, right? Like you have heard of like 1,000 layer any bakery. So that's definitely the top ones, premiers, right? Superior bakeries, so like 1,000 layers, hundreds of layers, and and if you actually do the math, you will know that you can just fold your you can just fold your pa you could just fold your pass. I mean the dough pass, and for just for maybe 10 times or several times, and then you get 100 layers, and that is or 60 layers, 100 layers, make no much difference. There's a YouTuber trying out 800 layers all the way down to 7 layers, and he just said that anything up to 100 layers uh, actually probably ruins the taste, and added nothing to it. So you good with 60 layers, 50 layers, or and this is the general rule, of course, for any other ones. And you just have to fold for like 5 or 6 times because it's like you fold once, that's two, and another time that's two times two, and another two times two. And two times two by 10 times is 1,024. That's the if you're familiar with computers, that's like the basic unit for your for your file size. So you just have to fold for so any fold for less than 10 times, and you get tens of layers, hundreds of layers, tens of and definitely good enough. So nobody do I guess more than five folds because more than with anything more than five folds will be more than 100 layers. There's that makes not much difference at all, right? Um, so yeah, let's say so. I even though I yeah, here's another thing I have to admit that I'm not so good at math at some point. Even though I do I did study uh I did study math and science, and I was pretty good at science, kind of okay math in high school, and I was uh of course, to most people, I'll be like a genius in math, but then even I have uh, spent a couple of time to actually come to realize that you only need to fold 5 times to create a 100 layer crust, and that's another thing that I have to apologize to everybody, including anyone who ever teach my math. Uh, I mean that's just so okay, yeah, yeah. But anyway, that's one thing you know. And magical math, magical science. Uh, I will be talking a lot more about. Yeah, like I said, also will be tons of stuff about magical science and technologies that is out there. It's gonna be one of the major parts of this channel. Yeah. So yes, and try out at home and making Portuguese, making ETs, Egg-Tarts, and you can adjust your flavors because if you make like I never tried made my own because I know it's still a little bit more bit much of work, and even though not quite complex not quite complex cuisine, sorry, food, yeah, right. So the thing is that just yeah, try, and you can change the flavor. You can easily adjust the flavors. And then the crust, as I said, easily make it and just uh, just need to add a lot of butter or for Chinese ones there'll be different kind of oil and yeah, but don't eat too much. Okay, it's high. That's high in fat. Okay, and very calorific. So that's not a word. Full of calorie. So yeah, yeah. Be careful on that. Yeah, that's it. As usual, uh, this is if believe it or not, this is indeed a Saturday night here where I am. Okay, and it is live. Yeah, yeah. Let's start.